begin lying onto our backs today. As I said, we'll begin with abdominal exercises. So you come to lie down, soles of the feet to the floor, interlace the fingers right behind your back. Take an inhale here, behind your neck. Take an inhale here to stay. Exhale, come off the floor, ribs and hips squeeze together. Inhale to come down, exhale to come up. Now you might take this nice and slowly, or you might go a little bit faster if you were up for a little bit more of cardio today. So really lift as high as you can. That might be as I'm demoing right here, or you might be able to lift all the way off the floor, up and down, up and down. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And in the meantime, just see how you're feeling. Find your breath. Maybe stay a little bit lower. We'll take about 10 more here. 9, 8, and these are just seconds. You move slower if you need to. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your head rest down to the floor. Bring the legs up to the ceiling here. The straighter the legs can be, the better. Belly flattens down to the floor. Lower back presses down. Little hops here with the tailbone lifting off the floor. Just your tailbone. Imagine the lower back being glued down to the floor. Or imagine a brick even lying onto your stomach and really pressing down into the floor. Squeezing the belly down as we lift just the tailbone, the glutes off the floor. And that should really engage and wake up your lower abdomen here today. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's take about 10 more seconds here. 10, 9, 8. And remember, you might move a lot slower, and that's absolutely fine. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last exercise for now. Bringing our legs into tabletop to begin. Hands up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, come up, and we go into our 100. So we press again the belly down, and imprinted spine if we're talking planks. Shoulders retract away from the ears. Press the hands up and down. And then shift the legs to go up to the ceiling. Belly again flattens down. And if you need to, feel free to support your head here. And in the meantime, keep pumping your other hands and keep switching. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, lifting high as you can, really through the shoulders. And again, last 10 seconds here. 9. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees into your chest, little circles, little sways. Beautiful work. Good. 3 exercises done. Let's repeat those, and then we'll get into a whole new set of exercises. So again, come to lie down onto the floor, soles of the feet to the floor, knees up. From there now, interlace those fingers again behind your neck, behind your head, and up and down again. Lifting as high as you can. Hopefully it's burning a little bit more by now. And working with your body as it feels right today. So maybe all the way up and down. Maybe lower ranges, maybe halfway ranges, everything is fine. 10 seconds to repeat. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, maybe higher, 4. Now that we come to the end, 2, 3, last 2, and last 1. Come and lie down, legs up to the ceiling, nice and straight, or as straight as you can get today. Head is resting, shoulders are resting, tiny little pulses. Just your tailbone lifting off the floor, squeeze the belly down like there is something really heavy. You might even rest the hands onto your belly to feel that engagement, to feel the muscles harden up right there. Do not forget to breathe. Good, 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight away these legs into tabletop, flatten the belly down, and imprinted spine, meaning the lower back really hugs into the floor, protecting our back that way. Hands up to the ceiling, inhale, come up again and press the hands up and down here. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, if you're up for it today, then reach those legs up to the ceiling, flatten the belly down, long nap, maybe lift a little bit higher here. 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Good. Give that a little stretch, sideways, upwards. Second round of abs here. 2 sets again. So we are all the way up into a seat, but if any of the following ab exercises get in the way of your lower back, it doesn't feel quite right, or you feel your back getting involved, then feel free to come back down to the floor and repeat the previous set. Otherwise, take yourself into a C-curve through the spine, so rounding through the spine, shoulders come down and forward, squeezing the ribs and the hips together, really brace your belly in, and your hands will kind of reach besides the knees here, as we'll just take a little pulses here. I like my toes off the floor, switches my hip flexors off, and also be mindful of the shoulders, just kind of let them rest beside you, squeeze those ribs and hips together again, and really making sure that you brace your belly rather than getting into the lower back or falling into the lower back. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Second set, obliques. So we come back to a C-curve through the spine. Reach as low as you possibly can. Squeeze it in. And then from there, now bring those 2 hands together. And we'll just simply go side, middle, side. Notice for yourself if you're just rotating the arms, or if you can find more rotation through the waistline. So we travel just that little bit further. Squeeze and reach, squeeze and reach. Your hands ideally just over your pelvic region there, just over the thighs at a minimum. See if you can squeeze the ribs and the hips a little tighter together. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come all the way back up just for a moment to stretch it out. Exhale, 3 out of 3, there we go. Come back down. This time, press the thumbs overhead, your biceps with your ears in line. Squeeze the belly in a little tighter. And there we go, we reach the hands to the floor, letter A's, all the way up and to the floor. So we're working both the front line of the abs as well as the obliques here. The higher you reach the hands, the harder this will get because we're lengthening our lever here. Last 10 seconds here. And 9, really feel free to move at your own pace today. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale here. Do whatever you need to do. You might lie on the back for a moment, massage out the lower back. You might sit up, give yourself a nice little spine twist or a stretch out. And there we go. Finally, our last set for our seated 3 abdominal exercises. Inhale, rise up nice and straight. Exhale, roll and round through the spine. There we go. Little pulses, that first exercise. Maybe this second round you go a little lower. Maybe this second round you need to just back it off a little bit and lift a little higher. Making sure it feels really strong, that burning sensation through the abs, not the lower back. Last 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up straight away. Roll that down. 2 hands on top of each other or genie arms, whatever you prefer. And go side, middle, to side, middle, side, side. Good. Trying to keep our neck long. Breath flowing. And then travel into those twists as far as you can. Last time. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Last one. Stay with me. Don't give up now. Arms reach up, thumbs crossed, nice and high. Squeeze the belly in. Letter A's to finish. As high as you can, to as low and far out to the side as you can. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Roll through the spine and lift through the lower belly. Last 10, 9, 8, 2, 1. Come up onto your feet, then your knees, as we'll find ourselves into a tabletop. As mentioned, in between the rounds, or a few times throughout this exercise, we'll come to a little bit of cardio. We'll mix that up with that last little bit of ab before we get into our lower body, our legs today. So you start in a tabletop, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, curl the toes. Lift your knees just a tad bit off the floor so you stay small into a tabletop rather than into a plank. As you take little twists, knee to opposite elbow. You might go quick, you might run this out even. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Nice and tight through the belly. Round almost the tailbone down and under. Then we go mountain planks. Right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. Feel free to stay or start to run this out. 10 seconds there. 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pike. Downward facing dog. Breathe. And take one more deep breath in your downward facing dog. And then we'll make our way to the top of the mat. So you might take a step, multiple step, or a little jump towards the top of the mat. Curl yourself all the way up to stand. Standing tall, shoulders down and back. Time for our legs. Right foot steps forward, left foot steps back. A long lunge. Your back heel is off the floor. Your 2 feet are hip width apart. Squeeze through the glutes, and let's start with the hands onto our hips as we'll take our lunges. Here, all the way to straighten through the legs and then bend through the back knee. My spine stays straight. So up and bend. Straight to bend. Try and not dip your body forward. So go straight down to the floor. I know some of you out there are really keen for that little bit of extra cardio into your practice. And if that's you, then bring the hands up to the ceiling. So we're lengthening our lever, our heart rate will just go up a little bit more as you burn a few more calories as well. Breathing as you go all the way, fully extend to bend. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Let's take 8 more of these. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses now. 10, 9, 8. Squeeze it in. 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3. Nice. 2. Little lower. 1. Bring the hands down to the floor. The hands are quite close to your standing foot, your right foot. Just fingertips if possible. Lengthen the left leg up, 2 legs are straight. Bend 2 knees together, sit low. Lift to bend, to lift, to bend. Working the standing glute, the right glute. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your foot all the way back. Rise all the way up and just simply open to your left side. Step yourself in what we call a second position, heels to heel alignment. Toes are out wide. And from there now, straight spine as we lengthen down and up. I usually bring my hands forward just to prevent myself falling backwards. Keep going in the meantime. I'll show you from the side. As I sit down and extend up, I keep a long spine, a straight spine. Head is right over my hips. Belly is lifting. And I really try and press my knees out and behind me. Some lightness through the big toe of each foot. 10 of these, sitting low. 9, knees behind you. 8, upper body straight. 7, 6, maybe a little faster. 5, 4, 3, 2, little pulses. 1. Good, and again, upper body leans back like I'm almost about to fall backwards. Sit a little lower, down, up, down, up. For 8 more. 7, 6, 5. Sit lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. You're already facing to that side, so come and lie onto your side, still facing that same side. Head is resting down. Your knees are touching precisely together. Heels in, toes out. Begin to open and close. The knees touch down precisely as we're working the glutes. Aiming to not move our hips, so there's no shifting forward and back. Spread widely through the toes, just the heels are touching, the big toes actually move away from each other. Head is resting very comfortably. After that little bit of cardio, you really get the opportunity here to catch your breath. And in the meantime, feel that good burn through the glute. This is our Pilates climb, really targeting the glute strength here. And the more you flex, the more you should feel. If your heels are still resting down on the floor, try and take them off the floor just to get a little bit more of a sensation there. Breathing still in through the nose, out through the mouth to oxygenate the muscles. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight leg this time, and your bottom leg can just rest on the floor. Your ankle bone is what reaches up to the ceiling as we lift and lower. To the biggest range you have available in your body. Those toes are still flexing to my own knee and my own face, so there's no pointing. It is like you're drawing a line from your heel up and down in a straight line with your body. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last little bit of work. Bring the leg forward now so you can see it. Toe goes down to the floor, heel goes up to the ceiling, so we have an internal rotation. Touch the big toe down to the floor, the heel up to the ceiling, off your mat on the floor. 9 more. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You should really burn for 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Amazing. Come back to your downward facing dog. Stretch out through those glutes. Lift them nice and high. Maybe take a little walk through your dog here. And then again, one step, little steps, or a little hop to the top of your mat. Curl up to stand. Good. Taking that all to the other side. So I'll spin around. Left foot steps forward, right foot steps back. Hands to your hip, big step. Right heel high off the floor. There we go. Down and up. Full lunges. Squeezing through the belly. Breathing through the nose. And really hug the glutes in as well to stabilize through your hips and making sure that the thighs are not doing all the heavy lifting there. Breathe. We have about 8 more left here. 7, 6, maybe those hands up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift forward. Bring those fingers to the floor. Right leg lifts now. Drawing through the belly. Lift as high as you can. 2 legs straight. 2 knees bent. Round. Lift, bend, lift, bend. 10, 9, 8. Ground more through the heel than through the toes. 6 more. 5, come a little lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back, rise up, and again, out. To the right side this time around. Heels in, toes out. And sitting down, standing up. Straight spine, so maybe those hands forward. And again, from the side, that straight spine. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses. Now stay with the pulses like we did the first round, or lift a heel every time we pulse, straight down still, so don't move side to side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the heels down, reach forward, lift up. Reach forward, lift up. As quick or as slow as you like, but go low, touch the floor all the way, and avoid rounding through the spine. So lengthen forward. An option to add a little more as we come to the last 8 is to either rise up onto your toes when you stand or take a little jump. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Come and lie onto your side. To your left side this time. Head in your hands, knees bent, toes are wide, heels together. Clamp, open and close. Maybe take a bit of a sigh, especially if you've been jumping. Knees come together, open and close. Spread a little wider through those toes. Open, close, open, close. No rolling, body rolling or movement. Use your lower abdomen as well. Breathe. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, flex a little bit more. 1, don't forget the flexion of your right foot as you lift it up and down. Full range, as big as you can. Ankle bone is the thing that lifts up. 10 of these. Flex more. 9, like you're running out of wall space and you don't want your toes to hit the wall. And so you draw and lift and lengthen that from the heel. Last 4. 3, maybe a little bit more range. Last 2. Last 1, bring it forward. Last little bit. Toe to the floor, heel up to the ceiling. 10 in total. Take your time here. 9. This should hurt. 8. Hurts me. 7. And 6. And 5. It's forward off the floor for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Amazing. Come back to your downward facing dog. Stretch out through those glutes. Have maybe a little walk all the way back to the top of the mat. Bend your knees as you set your feet wide. Heels are in, toes are out. And I recommend to have your toes off the mat so it's a wide stand. Few bum drops here to really get into the inner thighs and the glutes. Just lifting to knee height and lower. Lift and lower. It's not much range, and I don't come and stand up or anything like that. I can look forward, there's no rounding. Spread through those collarbones. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, long spine. 4, 3, 2, up all the way. Last little bit, combining again that cardio together with that last little bit of leg work. Squats, guys. So, option number 1, squats. As we know them. Weight is back, toes are light. Squeeze the glutes. Option number 2, heel rise into your squats. Just see where you feel like you need to be today. Option number 3, pulses. Join through the belly, lift maybe a little through the toes, ground through the balls of the feet and the heels. Last option, squat, jumps. Let's go for 10, 9, know your options, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let yourself hang in a forward fold. Take a side. A little bit more cardio before we move to the arms, guys. Burpees. So when you're ready, option number one, you step forward, roll up, reach up, down, step back, plank, back forward. Keep alternating the legs. Or option number two, jump, 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 and continue. You have 10 more seconds. Go as quickly as you can for 10, 9, 8, step or jump, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're already back to our last section, our arms. So whilst we're here, come all the way down onto your knees. And we'll walk the hands nice and wide to the edges of the mat for some push-ups. Know that if you're feeling just tired, then you can always keep yourself in tabletop as you take your push-ups. Want to increase and progress, you walk the knees back. You're now in a modified plank as you take your push-ups. And then, of course, those of you that want to, you can always take your full plank push-ups. So here we go. We take 10 of these. 9, 8, 7, draw up from the belly. 6, 5, 4, neck is long. For 3, 2, and 1. From there now, we bring the hands still a little bit closer to each other with a light internal rotation. That means the thumb and the index fingers come a little bit more towards each other. So that would mean it looks a little bit more like that. Hips go high, so you're in your downward facing dog. We'll take some push-ups here. I like looking in between my thumbs. It's not about how low you go, working more the shoulders here into our push-ups. Lift through the belly, keep high through those hips here. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump or step forward. Come and sit down. Tricep dips. Option number one, for everyone, actually bring hands first behind you, fingers face to your own feet. And so option number one, you keep the glutes down and your elbows push behind you as you take your tricep dips. Option number two, lifting our glutes off the floor as we bend and straighten from the elbows. Let that be your main focus, the elbows bending. If you still want more, little pulses, so there's that constant contraction here. Let's take 10 more seconds here and do whichever of those two variations you need it. Yeah, glutes down or lifting up. We're about 5 seconds away. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll repeat those 3 exercises just like we did with our core exercises all the way at the start of this workout. So again, find your push-up position, spread nice and wide through those hands here. Knees down or full plank. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into those downward dog push-ups. Hands slightly internally rotate. Show it from the front. And there we go. Bend to straighten. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Tricep dips. Choose your variation, choose your option. And let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From there on, back onto your knees. We are in a tabletop to start. We'll come into a plank. Take the feet a little wider as we'll take some shoulder taps here. See if you can tap an opposite shoulder without moving the body too much. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down to the floor. We'll take some tricep work here again. And it's nice to take that into sort of a little sequence, a little dance. Right leg extends back first. I start to round, stretch the leg back, then I shift my weight forward, elbows come in for a little tricep push-up. Round, stretch, shift forward, push up. And so continue to go. But I'll show you from the front as well that the elbows stay nice and contained. They basically hug your ribs as you shift forward, push it in. So don't shift back to the floor or do not widen the elbows. Can I get 3 more for this side? Good, and 2. And 1. Back to our shoulder taps. Come onto your full plank, 10 seconds. Take it as slow or as fast as you like. Breathe into the nose, out to the mouth. Try to move the hips as little as possible. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into your tabletop. Left leg extends back, draw into the belly. Round, stretch, shift forward, tricep, push up. Triceps are just known to be harder work, yeah? So take your time. Definitely slow down the pace a little bit here. Work strength rather than pace. And again, from the front, really making sure that the elbows do not widen. And also really making sure that I'm not shifting back, but instead shifting forward over my fingers. I can't even see them anymore. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Amazing. Last exercise here, we'll take our push-ups with some counts. So if you're feeling really strong, stay into that full plank. Otherwise, take any of the earlier given modifications. We'll go down, 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 press up. Down, 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 press up. Down, 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 press up. 3 more. Down, 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 press up. Down, down, down. Last one. Down, 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 press up. Come all the way to lie down onto your stomach. Hands behind you. Lift through your upper body and flip and rotate fully from the shoulders. So your inner elbow goes up to the floor, down to the ceiling, all the way around. Lift and rotate as fast as you can. Working shoulders and triceps, predominantly triceps here. 10 seconds. 9, as quickly as you can. 8. Legs are down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing those push-ups we've just done, guys. We'll come back to your push-up position. We'll go down for 1 count. Come up for 3, 2, 1. Let's take 5 more. Down, 3, 2, 1. So down, up, up, up. Last 2. Down, up, up, up. Last 1. Down, up, up, up. Amazing. Last thing we'll be doing, full burpees. So when you're ready, there we go. You might step or jump, or step or jump up again. Come back this time, full gym burpees. Come down onto your stomach, press up, and let's go. Your final 10 seconds. Doesn't matter how fast or slow you move, as long as you keep moving. This is the finale. Last little bit of work to do, guys. Let's do this for 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for joining me today. The hard part is over. Let's take a little bit of a stretch. And whilst we're on the floor, we'll stay onto the floor. So simply come and lie down. And just sway the knees side to side. Take a side to cool down. Roll yourself back up into a seat, hands behind you. And just cross the right over the left thigh. Flex your toes here. And then from there on, see if you can come a little closer, but with a straight spine. It's like you want to look over something. Maybe pull your hips a little closer, hands either way direction. Flex through the toes and see if you can press that right knee away from you so you feel the glute stretch. 3 more big breaths. Changing side, give yourself a little bit of room through the hips. There's no such thing as the same flexibility through the right and the left side. So give yourself a little bit of space to set up and just explore your left side hip flexibility. Stretching out through the glutes. Push that left knee away from you and then lift and lengthen through the spine. Mostly do not crank or fall into the shoulders there. Breathe. Yourself space to come and hang upside down. Guys, feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to here. Sway and shake your head, yes and no. Let some tension fall out of the neck, the head, the shoulders. Knees can be bent. Come up for a halfway lift and interlace the fingers behind you. If you have more flexibility, predominantly not so easy for guys, but squeeze the hand palms together where you can. Breathe, and again, no overstretching through that lower back, so feel free to keep bending. Bringing hands down to the floor, and then inhale, you stay. Exhale, ripple up, slowly articulate the spine. Finishing with a tricep stretch. Bring the left hand up to the ceiling, bend the elbow back, stand tall. Chin up, elongate the spine. Down and back, inhale. Roll yourself down. Exhale. Come to sit down for a final twist all together. Cross the legs if you can. Sit on a chair if you need to. I know this can be hard for some hips. Arms rise up. Inhale. Let's twist towards the left side first. Right hand on the knee, left hand really close behind you. Inhale, lengthen, and use your arms. Twist a little behind you. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist the neck. Inhale, arms up. Stretch it out. And exhale, heads down. Thank you guys again so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I hope I made you sweat a little bit. And more than anything, I hope to see you back here and keep you healthy and well online at home. Thanks again, everybody.